I'm not in the middle because I had to turn on the screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Sippin', where we begin and end every week with a conversation and a drink. I guess we're ending. Yeah, you could say it. We're ending the week. I'm Ling. Trey's not here because he's at work. The T's not here because he's at work. But we do have... Come here, bro. Come here. Come here. We've got the B and the L here today. Say hi to them, bro. Leopard with the dancing emotes. We're having a dance party. For some reason, I feel really small on the set today. Like, the set looks ginormous. I love you too, bro. Okay. He did get a haircut since his birthday. So let me show you guys his haircut. He looks like a spry young man. Don't you, bro? So handsome. Are you so handsome? Are you so handsome? A spry young man. Whoa, big yawns. He has a photo shoot tomorrow, actually. So the place where we get his dog food from is a local place in town. And they were looking for different pet models, basically, for like their pet food and all that good jazz. So we've been buying from them for a little while. So I was like, hey, I mean, my dog is not the conventional looking dog, but if you'd like to use him as a model, he's available. Because he does pretty well for photos and stuff. He's currently licking my leg, and I don't know why. So yeah, his photo shoot, they were like, yeah, we'd love to like do a shoot with him. So he's going to be doing a photo shoot tomorrow with his food that we usually get for him, and then like another treat basically. So he's all spruced up and looks all nice. But yeah, Leopard is saying you're so handsome, bro. Can you say thank you? Or you can just stare at me, that works too. Yeah! Well, how are you, Leopard? I hope you're doing well. And this goes for everybody who's here too. If y'all are here, if you guys are sipping on something, let me know what you're sipping on. And let me know how your week has been. This week, as you can probably tell, we're streaming on a Saturday. We're streaming on a Saturday, not a Sunday. So it's already a little different. But this week has been a little rough for me, not gonna lie. Lots of work things. Work has basically been my main stressor. But yeah, it was a rough week, but it's now the weekend and the end of it, so I'm excited for that. I'm great. Had a relaxing day. Ooh, nice. A relaxing day is awesome. Week was very rough, but I made it through. I feel you, Leopard. I feel you. Currently just drinking water right now, because we are about to do a flight of bourbons, as you can see on the menu here. You can barely see this is Ling's bourbon flight. Underneath or above bourbon. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it was a rough week. I'm sorry that your week was rough, Leopard, but I am glad that you had a relaxing day today. You deserve it. But yeah, here's to a new week. I'll drink to that. But yeah, yes, a new week. I can drink to that. So yeah, today it's just me. We did clean up the bar for a photo shoot that happened today here at the BLT bar. One of the local photographers in town was wanting to add some photos to his portfolio. So he basically had like a post reaching out for people who wanted like their photos taken and stuff. And I was like, this is a little off the cuff, but I do have an in-home bar. So if you'd like to come take pictures for that, you're welcome to. So he was like, yeah, sure. So he came and took pictures today, so we cleaned up. But in cleaning up, we have discovered that there are quite a few things that do probably need to leave the shelf soon. So yeah, I am working on a couple of them that have been around for a little bit now. So since it's been a hot minute since we've done one of these, and I am known as the bourbon girl in the house, I haven't actually had just like bourbon straight up in a minute. So we are going to do a little flight of bourbon tastings. I've got my 4 glasses right here, and we'll talk about notes that we try in here, what we think, you know, what we think about how the bottle looks, and just like we're just having a chill time today, this Saturday. We are channeling the relaxing vibes. Leopard is bringing the relaxing vibes, so we're going to continue to channel those. Haven't either. Yeah. Are you having your Pinot Grigio today, or is that a tomorrow drink? But yes, we are channeling relaxing vibes today, and bourbon is often very relaxing. So that's what we're doing today. Isn't that right, Brew? I do have 5 bottles, and I've got 4 glasses. So I was gonna have y'all help me pick the ones that we're gonna drink. So let me show you guys the lineup. We have a tomorrow drink, water today. Okay, gotcha. Water, we both can toast with water. So, in the lineup, I'll let you guys know what we have. We have the Assassin's Creed Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is a 4-year bourbon. This is a special bottle that came out for anybody who's played Assassin's Creed. This game is now 15 years old. Which makes me feel really old. But yeah, this game is now 15 years old, and they teamed up with a distillery. The distillery that Trey and I happen to work at. Teamed up with a distillery, and we made this bourbon. This bourbon also just won a gold medal at the San Francisco World's Spirit Competition, which apparently is like a big name alcohol competition. So the fact that this won gold is pretty rad. So we've got the Assassin's Creed bourbon. We have Basil Hayden Toast, which is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. For people who don't know, I am a big fan of Basil Hayden just in general. So this is one of the whiskeys that I usually like. However, Toast is special because I think there's something about the wood in the barrel that they use that's different. Yes, it's a new toast charred oak barrel, so it's not like burnt barrel. The first bottle is sophisticated. This one, it's got like a different shape. Or we're talking about this way. I'm going like the opposite way. In the middle right here, we have Ghost Coast Distillery's Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So Ghost Coast is a distillery that's based in Savannah, Georgia. We took a trip there actually with Wildflower last summer. First one you should, yeah, this one. It is shaped differently. The rest of the bottles are tall, and this one's a short bottle. But yes, I like the label on this. I think it's really cool looking. I can do a close up of them too, actually. But yeah, so this is a bourbon that's gonna be from Georgia, Savannah. I don't remember the last time I had this. So yeah, this one is probably the oldest bottle that we've got here. So this one is Peg Leg Porker Tennessee Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So this is aged for 8 years. This one's been aged for a minute. It's got a little pig on the label. We do have, which is actually pretty neat, we've got like bourbons from different places. So the first one is from actually, which I'll show you up close. This is what the label looks like of this guy. And then you can see that the main character in the middle is like this sheen with this color on it. But yeah, we have whiskey from Tennessee and Texas, technically. This one is a combination of 2. Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia. So we have 3 different places. 4, technically. Different places where these are from. And then the very last is Eagle Rare Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I do believe this is a part of the Buffalo Trace. Yes. So Buffalo Trace is another big distillery. This one is like a higher up, more premium, I do believe. I didn't know that Eagle Rare was a part of the Buffalo Trace distillery, but as of recently, this bottle has started to become more rare, as the name suggests. I have heard of this one, yes. It's starting to become more popular. I don't know why. When Trey and I got our first bottle of Eagle Rare, when we first started like collecting whiskeys and stuff, it was about, I don't know, I think we got the bottle for like $40, maybe $40, $50. It's a little bit more, I say more on the expensive side, but this thing is like way more expensive. Buffalo Trace. Hi, Fisty. Thank you so much for the sub. 27 months here. Dang, you've been around for 27 months. We've been friends for 27 months, bro. Thank you for the sub. Please enjoy. Oh, guys, speaking of subs, we do have a new emote that I forgot to upload. So I'll be uploading that emote sometime before next week. So only friends since I paid you. Oh, I guess if I say it that way, that's what it sounds like. Well, I subbed to your channel. Wait, did I sub to your channel? No, I know I followed you. Anyway, we've been friends for more than 27 months. How are you doing? How is the Beebs? Yeah, we got new emotes. We got a new emote coming up that our wonderful friend Patrick Duh made for us. Actually, it's another Chicken Josh emote. So that will be uploaded before next Sunday Sippin. I had to remember that. It'll also be on the Discord too. But yeah, so we have 5 bourbons, and we're gonna pick 4 of them. So Leopard, you said the Biv is going ham on a puzzle toy. Hell yeah! The request in the boom with the lips, the puff lips. I'm trying to do. Bebo's like, no, me only. Brew has now figured out. So when I work from home, I like to leave the front door open, and I put like a little baby gate so that Brew doesn't like make a dash for it, basically. But now he has figured out how to ask to open up the front door. So if you take him out, you know, we take him out in the morning, all that good jazz, and like he's done his stuff, and like he's peed and he's pooped and like everything else, so he doesn't need to go outside to relieve himself. He will still jump at the door because he wants the door open. So my dude now prefers the door open so he can check out the outside world. So yeah, here, you want to say hi? Come here. Say hi. Oi! Say hi to your uncle. What do you think? Huh? What are you thinking? What's going on through that head of yours? You got such long legs. You got such long legs. You got long legs? I don't know why he's like this. Your uncle says your legs are short. Do you see how long his legs are? Do you see them? Thank you. Bye-bye. Or if you're just hanging, that's cool too. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I do think we should try. They are long, aren't they? His proportions are not usual, but that's okay. I think we should try the Assassin's Creed for sure. I think we should try Ghost Coast, because it's from Georgia. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear the crunchy noises? Okay, we got good choices. Ooh, good choices so far. Okay, because Leopard, you like the bottle for this one, so we're picking this one first. This one's from Georgia, so we're gonna do that one. So a new one from Kentucky. This one is from Tennessee and Texas. Yeah, the crunch noises. Guess who decided that he was gonna play right now? He's now decided that he's not playing. Okay. I think... Okay. I think the peg leg porker we should do as well. Because it's been around for a little bit and I don't remember the last time I've actually had it. So should we do Basil Hayden Toast or Eagle Rare for the last one? So these two are the last two that we're choosing. Eagle Rare, Basil Hayden Toast. Here, I'll let you guys look at the bottle. Here's the bottles, side by side. Mix them? What? First one, oh shit. Because it has a different color top. Bam! How's that? Okay, I am a little curious to mix both of them. So I'll leave the Eagle Rare on the side here. And we'll come back to her. Basil Hayden, but with actual toast. You know, Lyrics, I feel like that has to be something you make now. There needs to be a cocktail with Basil Hayden toast that incorporates toast with it. Also, hi, how are you? I know it's Saturday, so I don't know if you're starting stream soon or not, but I hope you've been doing well, friend. Also, keep an eye out on the mail. If he does that, what? What? I'm waiting for the punchline. I'll make toast. I'll make toast with Basil Hayden. Dish. Oh. Okay. We're just... Yeah! Let's do it! I want to see this. I am the facilitator of connections. No, seriously, I got idea. All right, let's do it. Okay, are you doing this only if Lyrics does a drink? Bourbon Boys collaboration. Why the fuck's my finger fucked up like that? I don't know. Bourbon Boys. We went to the zoo today, so I'm tired. Stream will happen, but I'm moving slow. Oh, I bet the zoo was so much fun, though. Did the sapling enjoy his time? I mean, I could do it regardless. Okay, all right. Well, if you need help getting Basil Hayden toast, let me know, because I can get that for you. Also, before we start tasting, I am going to change this music because I just realized that this music basically is the same thing over and over again, which is fine or whatever, but let's find a different music to play. Okay, yeah, we're going to play this one. This one. Okay, this one. And move this here. All right, we're playing this one. Okay, it's a little bit. Okay, I didn't know if this was a specialty thing, because it is Basil Hayden toast, so that's a little different. The zoo's the best. Yes, actually, I feel like I enjoy zoos more than I did when I was younger. Which I feel like it should be the other way around. But maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. So, we picked out our 4. I'll save Basil Hayden for last. And we'll, Basil Hayden Toast today is going to do a collab with Eagle Rare. But at the end. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture first. Because you know me and my pictures. As you guys have seen, I'm slowly catching up on our Instagram. We're basically almost caught up. Say. Okay. There we go. Oh god. Give Bruce some pets. Okay, I will give Bruce some pets. Come here. You were licking your feet. Oi. All right, this is from Auntie Dixie. Some squitches. No, you're. Look this way. Look this way. You just want to show them the back of your head? You don't want to show them the front? You want to show them their pretty face? Your pretty face? Look at your pretty face. There you go. This is from Dixie. There you go. Mwah. Oh, thank you for using your drinks, Dixie. I hope your studying is going well. I know you got finals coming up soon. Sapling had a great time. His favorite part? The playground. Usually they have like themed things at zoo playgrounds though, so that's pretty cool. yeah, like Fizzy said, the quality playgrounds, you can like, I don't know, slide down a giraffe's neck, I guess, or ride a tiger. Love him. You hear that? Your Auntie Dixie loves you. Where are you? He got right out of eyesight. So if he starts getting his shenanigans, I can't see him. Okay. So let me actually put it in the order in which we are going to be trying them. I think... Okay. They would do Ghost Coast up here. Alright. Here's the order we're trying them in. We are going to start off with the Assassin's Creed 4-year bourbon whiskey. Straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah. That's what we're doing. I actually made an old-fashioned today for the photo shoot for the bar. And I was pretty proud of it. Flirty 30! Flirty 30! Flirty 30! What's up, Wildflower? Thank you so much for subbing for 30 months! 30 months! We appreciate all of your support. How's your nap? Did you take a nap? I made the mistake of smelling it with my mouth shut. Okay, well, I'm obviously not going to remember everything. So, I was actually talking to Wildflower today about this. My tolerance has definitely gone up. Because I have had, you know, a couple pours of whiskey the past couple of days. You know, like a little nightcap, basically. A little nightcap, basically, and like, I don't feel anything from them. So I was like, okay. So I had an old-fashioned today at the photo shoot, and then I had a drink at lunch with Wildflower. Nothing. And like, which is, okay, so the cool thing is, hey, you've been friends with Wildflower for 30 months. Wow. Yes, I have, Fisty. At least 30 months. So yeah, I had... Oh yeah, so tolerance? Okay. The cool thing is that, okay, you would look at me and you would probably think that I probably wouldn't have the highest of tolerances. Just by the way I look, you know, physique or whatever. So, the fact that I can probably outdrink people that may think they can outdrink me is cool. I think that's a flex. However, now, because I don't what? I don't know what I was doing. So, now I have to drink more if I want to, like, get buzzed, which kind of sucks, but, I mean, I guess if I'm at home, you know, we have our home stuff, but yes, it's a save for me. Yeah, because it's like, okay, that's, bro, I do. Were you not listening? maybe not as high as what you think high is, but historically for me, I just feel like I just haven't. I'm not a lightweight though. Okay, if I don't have a high tolerance, I can at least say I'm not a lightweight, because those two do mean different things. So yeah, I was like, this is kind of lame, because I wanted to get like, you know, a little toasty, but I didn't get a little toasty. I just drank. Blink. For me, it's high, but for others, maybe. Yeah, agree. See, Leopard and I are on the same page. So like, we're not lightweights. I feel like I have a high tolerance for the, like, you know, historically what I've had. So yeah. Oh yeah, I got sticky notes, and I'm gonna make notes on these and what I get. And I can rank it. I'll rank them. I'll rank them just from my favorite, no, least favorite to favorite. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. I guess I can score them. I'll score them 1 to 10. So the first one is the Assassin's Creed 15-year bourbon. Wait, I shouldn't say that. The Assassin's Creed 4-year bourbon. 15-year anniversary 4-year bourbon. That's really confusing. Anyway. So we do have this available to sell at work at the distillery that Trey and I work at. But I don't drink this one often. If anything, so I usually like single barrel bourbons. And what that means is that single barrels usually are the select barrels in like a batch of whiskey or whatever you're making, that it's usually like a small number of barrels. I'll say a small number because that's proportionate to like the distillery. Like a small number of barrels to Jack Daniels, you know, a big distillery, may be like a whole entire batch at like another small distillery. So I'll say a small number of barrels that get picked there, basically like the creme of the crop. And what they do is they'll take those barrels and just filter them and bottle them. They don't like mix them with anything. They don't dilute with water and like, you know, make everything the same. They just take those and they take it out the barrel and they put them in a bottle. And because you don't dilute with water, it tends to be higher proof. So usually single barrels I've seen are usually around the 120 proof mark, which is 60% alcohol, which is pretty hefty. Like that's quite a bit of alcohol. But I usually like bourbons around that proof because I like the flavors that come along with it being a high proof and it being bourbon. So this Assassin's Creed whiskey is 90 proof, so it's a little higher proof. But yeah, it's probably when I take my meds. Adderall basically causes you not to feel buzz at all. Oh god, yeah, and then suddenly drunk. That's what happens with Brew when he has a CBD treat. Oh god, yeah, that probably is a little trippy. Okay, so on the nose. Okay, I'm gonna write down. So the nose on this one for me, it's like got a little bit of like a light brown sugar. Brown sugar. What's a drink that you guys haven't had in a little while? It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Something that you were like, I haven't had this in a little bit. Because there was something else that I also was like, I haven't had this recently. Oh, I had to think of apple juice. I had like a sip of apple juice the other day, and I was like, damn, when was the last time I had apple juice? It was really tasty. I didn't realize how much sugar is actually in. Oh. I didn't turn off my phone. Guess who's calling, y'all? Trey. Hello? Hi, you're on stream. Yeah. Trey says hi, y'all. Oh, yeah. We streaming. Me and Brew. Troy says, hi, chat. Yeah. You feel weird? He says he feels weird. Wildflower says hi. Everybody's saying hi, Trey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okie dokie. Love you too. Alright, bye. Alright, anyway. Trey says hi to everybody. He forgot we were streaming tonight. But we had me and Brew. Yeah, he was just calling and checking. Alrighty, cocktails. What's up? Master Splits, welcome on in. We don't quite have cocktails today. However, if we're feeling up for it, I guess maybe at the very end we might make a cocktail. But we're doing a bourbon flight today. We've got a flight of bourbons that we're trying. I've been stuck on the first one because I've been chit-chatting. Anyway, the nose on this. Oh, also, how are you, Splits? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the BLT bar. I get kind of like a maraschino cherry. Maraschino cherry. I had a teacher in middle school that called, you know those fruit cups? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the mixed fruit cups. It's like a fruit cocktail. It has like peaches and pears and shit in it, like cubed. He called the fruits embalmed. Because he basically was going on some type of tangent about, like, fruits are better fresh and, like, we need to be serving fresh fruits to kids. And he said that fruit cups are basically trash or, like, useless or whatever because they're just embalmed. Using embalmed fruit. This was also the teacher that asked me every year to do a ninja karate skit. Ninja karate skit. For context, in middle school, junior high, it was me and my brother and I think like 2 other kids that were Asian. Did I take karate? No. What? Was I a ninja? No. And I did a ninja karate skit every year for the talent show. Yes, very problematic. I think I still have the DVDs somewhere, honestly. I basically like took foam cardboard and they played, everybody was kung fu fighting. I did this in front of the entire school, y'all, for 3 years. No wonder I need therapy. But yeah, they played that, and I had foam boards that I basically would just, like, pretend to punch through. I wore all black and, like, had a black headband. Yeah, and I was just one of the 4 Asian students in middle school that was doing this. I'll pay you $20 for your ninja skin. Bro, you do not pay me for that. I will go look for them. We can do another Let's Cringe episode, because I think that'd be pretty funny. We'll do another cringe Sunday Sippin', because we haven't done one of those in, I think, since we started, when we were still sitting at a computer, sitting in front of the computer and, like, doing Sunday Sippin' that way. So I might put that on the next episode of Sunday Sippin' Cringe. Sunday Cringin'. I need to see this, bro. Y'all, it's bad. It's really bad. I did it 3 times. How did I do it? Because something in me was like, this doesn't feel right. Because, you know, like, kids aren't dumb. But, just like, I did it anyway because I was supposed to listen to my teacher. And, like, my dude. Yeah, problematic. But I do have the videos, so I'll find them for you guys. Okay, I'm going in for the taste. Okay, this feels, there's spice that's in there that almost kind of feels like it reminds me of cinnamon. It's got. You stream next Saturday? I think we're gonna shoot for. Or yes, actually, because I'll do that. I'll remind you guys at the end as well. We are going to the Renaissance Festival. Oh no, we can't do it. We can't do Saturday because Trey has a work thing to do on Saturday. So I think it'll be a. If anything, it would be a Monday mixed drinks. Because we can also do a mint julep. Is mint julep? There's mint julep day that's in May, but it's like at the very end of May. However, if we want to do a mint julep, next week, it would be a Monday mixed drinks. Monday mixed drink stream? Monday mixin' stream. Because we're going to, well, we've got work things happening all throughout the weekend. And then we're going to the Renaissance Festival on that Sunday. So Monday. I'll shoot for Monday. Tentatively splits. But if you guys aren't already in the Discord, type in !Discord to join it. I post the stream updates on the day up on the Discord. So yeah. Okay, anyway, this tastes like... This reminds me of cinnamon. Not that it tastes like cinnamon. I almost kind of want to avoid, like, oaky when I'm describing whiskey flavors, because if you distill it down... anyway, if you distill it down, it's basically just wood juice. Like, it's wood juice. So of course, it's gonna taste like wood. But I do feel like the oak kind of is more pronounced in this, maybe. So I'll say oaky in that. It's light. It's tasty. I do like it. I don't have anything to really go up against it right now. If you take a look, actually, let me show you guys. The sugar content is actually pretty high in this, because you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see it or not. Kind of. You can kind of see it. So it's the glare from the... There's the glare from the... Okay, Bruce is sitting in the stairwell. So when you are looking at basically any type of liquid in a glass, any drink, if you kind of roll the whatever's in the glass around, and if you see... like on the sides of the glass where the drink was, that is indicative. That's indicative of how much sugar is in it. And the technical term for this is, when you can see the little bits on the side, the trail on the side of the glass, it's called legs. Those are its legs. So the legs on this are actually... I don't know why Brew's mad. He doesn't like talking about legs, I guess. But yeah, so the legs on this one are, they look pretty sugary. This thing stays up, so the sugar content's pretty high in this one. Alright, so out of 10, I would rate the Assassin's Creed for your bourbon. It's tasty. Tastes like bourbon. Little spicy. Bro! I have no idea who's out there. Okay. Out of 10, I would give it... I give it like a 6. It's above average. I would drink it again. Okay. Water. We are going to stay hydrated. Delicious. I've now gotten this water. This water bottle is new-ish. But it's I think 32 ounces. And my problem with drinking water is that I have small cups and I get too lazy to fill up cups. So I'll drink whatever's in my cup and then I won't get up to refill it because I'm too lazy to fill it up. So I was like, shit, I gotta drink more water. So to drink more water, I will have more water available for me instantly, so I don't have to get up and get more. It's an efficiency thing. So yeah, now I have this water bottle, and it's actually been really helpful with getting more water intake. Okay, so we are moving on to the peg leg porker. I don't know if I showed this to you guys up close. Bing bong. Peg leg porker, Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey, aged for 8 years. That's what this one looks like. Okay. So I don't remember much about this one, honestly. This is a Trey pick. He picked this one out. It's about halfway gone. I want to say that we went to a whiskey festival, and this was one of the ones that we got to try, and we liked it. But it's been a hot minute since we've been to this whiskey festival, so. Okay. So I'll read you the back. Peg Leg Porker Tennessee Straight Bourbon Whiskey is hand-selected by pitmaster Carrie Bringle. I thought it said Brungle. I was like, oh, Brungle! Bringle. It is then finished with our unique hickory charcoal filtering process, giving it the signature Peg Leg Porker taste. Carrie lost his leg to bone cancer and has built the Peg Leg Porker brand to show his zest for life, sense of humor, and love of great food and spirits. So I almost feel like I want to make like a barbecue with this. This feels like, well, he is a pitmaster. I feel like you've got to do barbecue with this. I will say whiskey in barbecue sauces are delicious. Love that. Ooh. Okay. There we go. It already smells way different than the Assassin's Creed. Okay. Okay. First off, the nose, straight off, much sweeter. This one almost has like a, it smells like an apple blossom. Not an apple itself, but it's kind of floral. So it reminds me of an apple blossom, almost like an orchard, kind of. Like an orchard in spring. Dang, this smells really good. Ooh, yeah, it smells. I don't know why I howled. I was talking with a friend I think it was a couple weeks ago. But I don't know what Brew's doing. Anyway, I was talking with a friend. Oh, I went to a drag brunch with a couple friends, and to show my support for the performers, I was clapping, and instead of like, wow, I was doing the hyping of like, hoo, 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 to like hype them up. Y'all have been going almost weekly. This was only the second one. They did them, I think they used to do drag brunches monthly. But unfortunately, this was the very last drag brunch at this place. It had been bought out because the owner said that she didn't have as much time as she wanted to dedicate to the place. So there's still going to be drag shows organized in our area, just by a different person. And I don't know about drag brunches, but it's honestly been really fun. But yeah, I was there and I started, and one of my friends, the one who was organizing the group that I was with, was like, "Are you barking?" I was like, "Yeah, if you bark, you're still supporting, but it doesn't hurt your throat as much as like, wah! Like shouting, right?" So we start. Basically, we're just barking to show our support for the performances. So yeah, you can bark. Yeah, anyway, I don't remember how I was telling that story, but oh yeah, I think I just wanted to bark for the peg leg pork. So yeah, apple blossom on the nose. I almost get like a apricot, maybe. Apricot question mark. It's very fruity, very floral on the nose, which I really like. I really like the nose better than the Assassin's Creed because it's very gentle on the nose. Granted, this does have another 4 years on this one, so, right? I think it would taste good. So let's go in for the taste. Ooh. So the taste on this one also is very mellow. It's not as like peppery or spicy as Assassin's Creed. So it is okay. This is going to be I am actually pretty surprised, though I shouldn't be. But I usually expect. So this is 90 proof as well. It's the same proof as the Assassin's Creed, but it's like extremely light, especially for a like a bourbon. Bourbons tend to be known for like being bold. At least the bourbons that we have in our house. So this one, with it being so like gentle. Okay, the taste though. The perfect way to describe it is, have you guys ever taken like a tree, like a tree branch or like a twig, not like a big chunky branch that you can sit on, but like like a little branch, but like have like broken it, and you know, like the not fresh wood, but like the little wood on the inside, you know, it's green and fibrous on the inside. That is exactly what this taste reminds me of. Like, I haven't, not that I've like gone and like eaten tree branches, but that's exactly what this taste is. It's like, it's almost kind of herb. Yeah, I haven't gone around eating tree sticks and stuff, though I have known people too, I guess, but so it's vegetal isn't quite the word, but I'll write it down for vegetal. Light. I'm gonna just type. I'm gonna write just chewing on trees. I'm like a beaver. I'm just gonna write young tree branch. It is that this makes sense as we are talking, you know, wood juice. It is wood juice. So there's that. What a way to describe, right? Okay, so the nose I have apple blossom and apricot. And then for the taste we've got mellow, vegetal, light, young tree branch. Yeah, wood juice. I tend to do a little better if you want like something cohesive or like something to comprehensible, I guess. Because it makes sense for me, but I guess it does sound a little funny if I say it out loud. If I have like a tasting chart or like a list of words or like a sliding scale or something between like this or this, and then, you know, pick the values in between, it's a little more clear for me. I feel like my tasting notes and like my nose notes are a little too they're a little too out there. I literally just called this a young tree branch, so I taste and smell in scenarios. But this one is tasty. I like it better than the Assassin's Creed 4-year. I like that it's really light, even though it's 90 proof. The flavors are really... So, I will say, I know I said in the beginning, like, hey, I feel like this needs to be in a barbecue. I don't know if this would hold well with barbecue. I actually think that the Assassin's Creed, because it does have more of like a oomph into it, would do better paired with barbecue than this one. Than this wood juice. This wood juice over this wood juice. Agreed. Yes, leopard. I agree. I think it's too light for barbecue. I think somebody's not happy. This is a little too light for barbecue, I think. Personally. Brew disagrees with me, and he thinks that it would be good in barbecue. As everything would be good in barbecue. Do you guys like barbecue? If you do, what is the go-to cut for you, or like the order for you for barbecue? I was just talking with Fisty recently, actually. I don't know if it's because I'm like lacking in iron, but I have been craving a really good slice of brisket. Like I want a good slice of brisket. I don't know where to get one around here. Depends on where I am. Okay, what is there a something that you can't go wrong with then? I will absolutely chip in. Let me know. I really want a good slice of brisket. That's what I've been craving. I don't usually go. Depends on where I'm getting it from. Okay. That's true because it does depend. Okay. How do I narrow this down? The dream barbecue order. Like, give me the, you don't have to give me, like, the exact place, but, like, you can give me, like, a general place. If I am here, if I'm going to go for barbecue, I want to go for here, and this is what I'm getting. No, because people make shit barbecue real easy. The only thing that's a safe bet is charcoal burger with random outside temp condiments. Okay. Alright, that's honestly fair, because a charcoal burger does hit different. I used to underestimate burgers at barbecue joints because I'm like, oh, whatever, like, it's a barbecue joint, I'm not gonna get a burger there, so why am I? But there is a barbecue joint in town that if I don't know what to get, I will usually get their burger. When it tastes a little bit like pool because you didn't try your hands. Damn, you got burgers after a pool day. We had just the regular ham and cheese on square white bread. Ah. Oh yeah, people can really mess up barbecue. I would agree, actually. If you mess up your barbecue, your saving grace can be barbecue sauce. But at that point, you've already fucked up, and, like, you have to rely on your sauce, which means you fucked up. Is it still edible? Yeah. Is it fucked up? Yeah. Are you not talking about being at a barbecue? I mean, I guess that I was talking more restaurants than anything. Like, if you were to go out, like, I really want to eat barbecue today. But I guess that's also a thing, too, because, like, some chips on the side. Yeah! You can get... when I went swimming when I was little, it was always that square sandwich that just hit different, and then you got to pick your little tiny fun size chips to eat, and you're, like, in your towel, and, like... so good. It just hits different. It's not the same. You can do totally the same inside, and it's not the same if it's not a pool day. I also have fond memories with Wendy's. They used to have a $1 menu, I think, like a value menu, but when my brother and I were younger, my mom would take us to the pool, and afterwards, if they weren't serving the sandwiches there, we would go to Wendy's, and we would each get like a $1 burger or whatever. Yes, it does hit different. That Wendy's hit different after the pool. Nice. Okay, so if we're gonna talk about like a backyard barbecue. If you are asked to bring something, what are you bringing? Did we ask this already? I feel like we might have asked this already. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. In case we didn't, I'm curious now. If you're asked to bring something, what are you bringing to the barbecue? Let's say the BLT bar is hosting a barbecue. Y'all are all invited, but you gotta bring something. What are you bringing? Are you showing up to try to flex? Are you showing up, make sure you're on the radar, under the radar, nobody's bringing, you don't want to bring attention to what you're bringing? Are you functional? We gotta have plates, napkins, we gotta have drinks. What are you bringing to the BLT bar barbecue? We would obviously bring booze. There's that. But if I was asked, I didn't think I was gonna get so hungry on a bourbon stream. Sorry, we always talk about food, and it's me. Also, hi, welcome on in to the BLT bar. Let's see, Shrimpy. I love your name. Welcome in, Shrimpy. I'm Ling. Oh, Leopard, you are bringing the mac and cheese? Trey has told me that mac and cheese is one of those things that you don't bring unless you it's a gamble bringing mac and cheese, because you have to make sure that it's good mac and cheese, or else everybody's gonna be like making fun of you forever about it. It's like one of those like super scrutinized dishes to bring to a cookout. So I was like, oh god, good thing I didn't bring no. But yeah, I feel like mac and cheese is really hard to bring to a cookout too, because like I would want my mac and cheese like ooey gooey straight out the oven, but like if you're going to a cookout or a barbecue or whatever, like it's gotta sit out, and then it, so I feel like it's hard to bring. So tell me your secrets, Leopard. Tell me all the secrets, because I don't know how to make it for our BBQ. Unless it's a secret, then you don't have to say. Either a brisket, or if it's local, I'll bring the flat top and home ground meat for boigas. Depends on what the host wants. Ooh, ground meat for boigas. I don't know if I've had a burger from you, bro. I've had brisket. I've had chicken, which you served at my wedding. Pork, bacon, salmon. But I don't think I've had burgers. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I've grown to have an appreciation for burgers. Like, I think I was one of those like, I can make burgers at home, and it's not a waste of money if I go out and get a burger. And now I have really sandwiches too. Yeah, because Toomey moved my flat top to reorganize the deck for aesthetic, and it rained and fucked the flat top. Aww. I do remember the flat top out on your deck. And I do remember you not using it. Oh, man. Take it to me. You gotta grind it all the way down. I'll, like, actually go in and... Ugh. Another thing to add to the chore list. But if you do... It just became effort I gave. Oh! I would help you. I'll help you clean it. If I'm able to. Excuse me. Yeah, I've grown to have an appreciation for burgers now. It's a giant cast iron griddle. Yeah, you can just. Yeah, it's a little bit of a process to clean, but you can still clean it, right? We can do it together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can one of us would get 2 cast irons to clean, the other one would get 3, or we can do 2 each and then do half of the last one. So yeah, if you want me to help, bro, I will help you clean this, and then we can have boigas. We can have boigas. Dang, a burger sounds really good right now. Fuck, I'm making myself hungry. Trippy, you right. I'll just be taking a drill and a wire brush to it. I can do the wire brush part. Make some boigas. What am I bringing to the cookout? I didn't tell you guys what I'm bringing to the cookout. What the fuck am I bringing to the cookout? I would bring booze. Obviously, you can't go wrong with booze. Oh. I didn't know that. I can do a manual wire brush, you know, on a stick. On a stick. And then just like... What? Did I just become an auntie? I am an auntie. I have plenty of nieces and nephews. Straight up. Party's here. Auntie Ling's here. Let's get it. And I'll open this shit with like my flip-flop or whatever. You can't go wrong with alcohol, okay? And because I'm considerate, I would also bring sparkling apple cider as well, apple juice, for the people who are not partaking in alcohol. If I am cooking, once again, you guys are correct. To be honest, doesn't make you an auntie. Yes, there is a difference. I actually would bring banana pudding, which is also one of the dishes that Trey told me is like mac and cheese, where if you fuck up your mac and cheese or if you fuck up the banana pudding, everybody's gonna make fun of you for it. He didn't tell me that. I brought it to Thanksgiving at his dad's place. I was like, yeah, I'll bring banana pudding because like everybody seemed to like it, but whatever. And he was like, okay, that sounds good. So I brought it. Now that's a bold choice. I didn't know. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I can make banana pudding, and like people seem to like my banana pudding or whatever because I made it for like a Friendsgiving, and then I made it again for like something else, and people seem to like it. So I was like, yeah, sure. And it's not too much effort, but it's still me making it. So I was like, yeah, I'll make banana pudding. So I bring it. Everybody enjoys it. Super cool. As we're driving back home, Trey's like, you know, banana pudding is one of those things that people don't bring to like family functions. I was like, why? Why not? Well, if you fuck up, everybody's gonna make fun of you for it. So the fact that you brought banana pudding, everybody was very surprised. And now that they know that your banana pudding is delicious, they're gonna be expecting you to bring it every time now. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, Gran has been bringing her strawberry cake literally to family functions for like 40 plus years. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't know. I was just like, yeah, banana pudding. I can make that, whatever. Honestly though, he didn't tell me because he didn't want to scare me. But if he did tell me, it would have scared me. I probably would have brought it. I wouldn't have brought it. But I'm glad it did go over well. However, if we are having a BLT bar barbecue, I would bring banana pudding for you guys to share and have. So yeah, my banana pudding does have whiskey in it. But I would bring that. I feel like I can do sweets. I just feel like I feel like Trey cooks meat better than I do. I do vegetables really well. If we both were to do a cook-off, I do think I would win against Trey. Just saying. Ow, my arms hurt. Oh, we did arms at the gym a couple days ago. So it's like flexing when you show up with banana pudding. Apparently it is, but only if it's good. Again, if it's bad, people are gonna be talking mad shit about you and your banana pudding. Poor dude still needs a win with me on a stage. Yeah, I honestly think he gets super nervous. And that's what happens is he just gets really nervous. Sounds good, but I like cookie pudding. Same thing, but without bananas. Okay, so just like vanilla wafers and stuff. Life is shit on him both times. He's so mad about it. He gets so nervous. I'm like, dude, I've had amazing steaks from you, and now you're like, what happened? Cookie pudding. I think Trey would actually pretty like. Oh, if we're gonna do cookie pudding, that would be for my sister. My sister cannot stand bananas. It is the flavor for her. The texture's fine, but the flavor she can't. She can't do. But a cookie pudding she might like. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's a little rare or a little overdone or perfect. He wants it perfect, bro. He wants it perfect. Okay, let me drink this. I didn't rank this. Peg leg porker. I would give it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Yeah, we're doing half values. I like it better than the Assassin's Creed. You're the same way. You don't like bananas either? All right, I'm asking chat. Are you all for bananas or against bananas? And if you're against bananas, tell me why. Or if you're for bananas, tell me why. Love bananas. Fresh bananas, artificial banana, banana everything. I like banana. I like the texture of it. I like how versatile it can be. I also like, I do like the flavor of banana, both artificial and, you know, real or whatever. I do not. I like banana bread, but I can't stand the texture. Okay. That's how, okay. For the most part, I do feel like texture plays an important part because there's not a lot of things that, like, feel like banana, I guess. Also, what's up, Tennessee Tornado? It's been a hot ass minute. How are you? Welcome to the BLT bar. Texture and the taste. Okay, so it's double whammy for leopard. Yeah, if it's double whammy, I can see why you don't like it. It was strange because I liked them when I was really young. They do say that your taste buds change every 7 years. Like, does a complete change every 7 years? So there's that. So for people who have not liked things historically in the past, if it's been some time, I urge you to try the food or the thing again. See if you like it. I'm good. It's been way too long. Yeah, it's been a minute. I think I've seen you IRL, and even then, IRL was a hot minute ago too. So I hope you've been doing well, or I'm glad you've been doing well. Yeah, I'm pro banana. I like the texture. I will say the perfect fresh banana is when it's a little bit past green. Like it's like freshly yellow banana. That's my favorite. Once it starts getting spots and speckles, that's when I like to use it in like things like banana bread or whatever. Okay, so coming up next, as I've been blabbing about barbecues. That's a myth, by the way. Our tastes do change as we age, but it's not literal taste buds. Oh, okay, all right. We go through those motherfuckers constantly. Okay, so it's not just every 7 years. Our tastes change anyway. So I still urge you to try those things that you haven't tried in a little bit and see if you like it. That's actually what happened with Trey and bananas, because he also was a banana hater when we first met. And now he, like, loves bananas. So yeah. So that brings the question as I'm pouring my next one here. What is a food that you did not like when you were little that you do like now? If there is any. There was one time at a Brazilian cafe that I thought the plantain. Yes! So plantains are in the same, I think they're in the same family as bananas, but they are different. They're much more starchy. They don't have like, they have kind of that banana flavor, but they're definitely more, I feel like they're more potato-y than they are banana-y. But plantains, shrimpy, hell yeah, dude. Plantains are absolutely fucking delicious. Fried plantains are so yummy. The cafe was in Mar Vista, California, so probably not even the real thing. Even though it's not the real thing, it's still yummy, and that's all that matters. So, but yeah, plantains are so fucking good. I love them fried, or like if you get fresh plantains and like do almost like fritters with them, delicious. Green peppers. I like them now. Didn't like them as a kid. You like them now? Okay. Did I like green peppers growing up? I ate a lot of peppers starting off. Like when I was young, the spicy food was just like a thing in the house. I used to, not that I necessarily didn't like them. I don't remember the last time I had them. So I used to really like, when I was younger, my mom would make like, they're not fire ants. I don't remember what kind of ants they are. So there's like a specific type of ant that's like a delicacy or like a normal food or whatever eaten in Southeastern Asia, and it was in a specific type of soup that I like. I like it's almost like a, what's it called? Crap, not tom kim. Tom yum. Tom yum is what it looks like, but it's pronounced tom yum in Thai. So it's like a tangy, savory type of soup, and these ants were often put into the soup because it helps with, because they're a little acidic, so it helps with the tangy. I didn't know what I was eating when I was younger, so when my mom would make it, I would just eat them. I didn't think about it. I just ate them. They're like, yummy. So one day I was compelled to take a look at what I was eating, and I noticed like the little ants just like floating around in the soup and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I can't eat this anymore. I don't like it. They're a bug. Oh. So it freaked me out to eat them ever again. However, I unfortunately don't remember the last time I had them, but I do think I would really enjoy them. Now. Because, yes, I am aware that they are ants. And I am aware that they are yummy. So, I will say this tangy ant soup is what I would say. I think herbs also were something that I weren't super big into when I was younger. So, like, cilantro with things, like mint in like wraps and stuff. I didn't really like when I was younger, but I do like them now, like aromatics. My stepdad eats chocolate covered ants. Oh, okay, they're probably not the same ants I had. I've heard that like bugs are really good sources of proteins. My biggest thing, proteins plural. My biggest thing is I don't want to make eye contact. I don't want to make eye contact with the thing that I'm eating. So, like, if somebody took bugs or whatever, like, ground it up or, like, chopped it up and, like, made it not look like a face, I would be less freaked out. But I have had, like, grasshoppers and things and, like, the head and shit are still on there and, like, that's just how you eat them, whatever. It is a little freaky. Which I feel like is also, slightly hypocritical because I eat shrimp, like shrimp with the head on, and like I eat like fish, like whole fish and stuff, and like those don't freak me out, but like bugs do. I don't fucking know. Never had any. Yeah, I think grasshoppers were big, and like crickets I think also were big too for a minute. Like they would sell them in, I remember seeing them in bookstores in like little packages. Like sour cream and onion crickets or whatever, and I was like, I mean, I'd eat them. Now I would eat them. They freaked me out back then, but okay. Anyway, I am drinking Ghost Coast. Sorry, I don't know how long the tangent was, but anyway, I am drinking Ghost Coast Distillery's Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey from Savannah, Georgia. This is 43% alcohol, which means it is 86 proof. This is a little lower proof, just a little lower proof than these two. These are 90 proof, this is 83, so not by much. But they don't have anything on the label about it. Anyway, they don't have anything on the label. I was gonna read the label to you guys, but we got this bottle last year, almost a year ago actually. It'll be a couple months before it's a year. We took a trip with Wildflower to Savannah, Georgia, and had to stop by a distillery, so we stopped by this distillery and picked this up. We also picked up something else too. Fernet? I think it's Fernet. Yes, we picked up Fernet. But yeah, this is the whiskey. Okay, so we're going in for the nose first. Okay, so the nose on this is a little bit more reminiscent of the Assassin's Creed. So it has more of the... It has more of like the pronounced wood. Here, on, wait. Let me write this down. There's a snake in my boot. It does kind of have a leathery smell now that I say that. It smells a little bit like leather. This isn't as spicy on the nose as the Assassin's Creed is, though. This gives me molasses, kind of. It's a little molassesy. Molasses. I don't know what dogs do. Yeah, I think molasses is a good way to put it. It also kind of has a... It has a fruity smell of some sort, but like it's an embalmed fruit. It's like a canned fruit, preserved fruit. So like preserved. I don't know what fruit it is exactly, but so I'm just gonna type in preserved fruit. I'm gonna write preserved fruit. My mouth is watering, so I guess I must want to drink it. Ooh, okay. This, I almost feels like kind of falls short of... Okay, maybe it's not falling short. Let me think of it differently. This is spice. It's like, it's not spicy. It's spiceful. If that makes sense. I don't know if that quite makes sense. Because it's got a spice kind of in the back right here. Spices is spice from like containing spices. Yeah, I think that's closer to what it is, but it almost feels like, okay, so if when you're tasting something, right, it's got depth of flavor. So if there's layers of flavors, you know, you'll start off with the top layer and then it goes down into depth of flavor, right? This feels all up here. Like all the flavors are up top. It's like you're walking on a frozen over lake, and you could, you know, you like drill a hole into the lake top, and it's just that top part of the ice that you're on. You know, there's a whole ass lake underneath you, but this tastes like literally just like the tip of the iceberg type deal, and that's not necessarily bad. But I prefer bourbons with more depth of flavor. This feels like it doesn't have... Yes, you get hit by everything at once, and then once the initial flavor is gone, it's gone. Exactly, yes. Tornado, you are right on the nose with this, because there's a lot of... So I'm going to go in for another sip, and I am going to kind of let the whiskey roll over my tongue. So I'm going to start up at the front and then kind of let it roll as I swallow it. That is a way to taste different notes whenever you are tasting whiskey or just tasting anything in general. This one I might want to add a little bit of water to. So another way to taste whiskey as well, some people will add like a drop or two of water into their sample. And the water is supposed to help bring out more notes whenever you are tasting whiskey, if you're having a difficult time trying to pinpoint it out. So we might have to do that with this one. So I'm going to let this roll over my palate and see if we get anything more. It is containing spices. So I'll write containing spices. It leaves a little bit more of a tingle on the tongue. Almost kind of like black pepper, actually. It's not. It's not very sweet. If I'm also looking at the legs, it doesn't particularly have. Well, it's definitely not as thick as. Thick isn't the word, but the legs aren't as thick as the Assassin's Creed one because it kind of falls pretty fast actually when I'm looking at it. It is. I don't think this is a bourbon I would reach for, actually. And I will say taste is subjective. Everybody's going to be tasting things differently. And it even comes down to, like, how you're feeling when you're having whatever that you're drinking. So it may just be like, today I'm just not feeling this bourbon. Because Fisty, actually, the the shitty bourbon that you got us from Minnesota has been the bourbon that I've been sipping on for the past couple of days. And it's actually been... I've been really enjoying it. So I don't know if I just, like... didn't like it at the time when I first tasted it. Because Trey also said the same thing too. He was like, actually, I do like this bourbon now. I like this whiskey now. I don't remember if it's bourbon or not. It's downstairs. I like this whiskey now. So maybe it was because, I don't know, I'm in a different headspace or like a different environment or whatever. This today, Ghost Coast, I don't know. Also the reason, if I remember correctly, the reason why the distillery is called Ghost Coast Distillery is it is in Savannah, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia is apparently supposed to be one of like the most haunted places in the U.S. or whatever. So because it is on the coast and it's haunted, it's called Ghost Coast, which I think is actually pretty cool. I did pour it in the. I forgot I had a camera here. I poured it in the Glencairn that we got from there too. So yeah, it's not particularly sweet on the tongue. I do feel like this also would be kind of yummy in something savory. So if you wanted to make something savory with it, like add it to like a marinade or something, this would be a good choice to use because it's got savory notes to it. Yeah. The spice lingers really well, but there's not a lot of like... I'm not getting a lot of flavor. It's like kind of spicy, tastes like wood juice. So this one, do I like it better than the Assassin's Creed? I don't think so. Today, I don't think I do. But I think it is a little bit better than just average. Or is it average? How long is it aged? Good question. But what the fuck? There's not an aging label on here. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. That ain't right. Hold on, let's look it up. Okay. Maybe it's because it's not aged very long. Alright, we're gonna take a look at this. Ghost Coast Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Alright, let's see. I am. Alright. The Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey is made from a blend of 4 unique bourbons using corn, wheat, rye, malted barley, and oats. Finished with either a Saison or an American traditional yeast. Aged a minimum of 4 years. That does explain some of the flavor profile. Yes. So this has... This Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey... This does make more sense now, too. That it's a combination of bourbons put together. So what Fisty was wanting with the Basil Hayden and the Eagle Rare mix at the very end is basically what they did for this bottle. So I guess that's what Master is indicative of, is that it literally is like a Franken bourbon. It did win a couple awards. That's pretty cool. But it doesn't, I guess because it's a mixture of bourbons, it doesn't have an age statement on it because there's not particularly one. It's at least 4 years old. Multiple mash bills allow us to combine the spiciness of rye, which is what I was picking up, sweetness from corn, and smoothness of wheat, bringing you an approachable bourbon with plenty of complexity and backbone. The oats work seamlessly with the other grains to create an easy drinking bourbon that's still bursting with flavors of warm caramel, walnut, and dried apricot. Okay, that was the fruit that I was picking up, was the apricot. Ghost Coast describes their blend as a cozy bourbon to be enjoyed in any weather, mood, or at any occasion. It's the everyday whiskey made for beginners and bourbon enthusiasts alike. Which is what everybody says about their bourbon. But I think it's because I've had these two already that this seems a little plain. And there's nothing wrong with being plain. But I think because it's so approachable, it's missing the complexity that these two have. Because these two are, number 1 and number 3 are both 4 years at least. But this definitely comes off like, ooh. So yeah. After the notes and after the notes, the nose and the taste, I'm gonna give this one, I don't know. I think I liked it not as well as Assassin's Creed. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5. So I do think it's a little better than like your average run of the mill. But is it fabulous? I don't think so. At least in this time and moment. So yeah. Tasty. I did have a cocktail today, actually. We went to our favorite watering hole in town. Me and Wildflower did for lunch today. My favorite bartenders were working. So, Wildflower and I had finished up lunch and we were just kind of chit-chatting and stuff. It wasn't super busy, so we weren't taking up space. Don't worry. But the bartender came by. By the way, he has an amazing handlebar mustache. Like, literally, he's got, like, the little twirls and everything going on. I was like, all right, bro, you got it. He was like, hey, Ling, like, do you want anything to drink? Because he knows I usually get something to drink when I'm there, and I did not get anything to drink. So I was like, damn it. All right. You know what? Yeah. Let's wait, which is your favorite cocktail place in town? You can, not say, I won't say exactly where, but it's on the west side of town. It's on the west side of town, and it's got it's across it's right next door to a brewery. So I think you should know which one that one is. Literally right next door to that brewery. Like they're like side by side. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I do want to drink, but I don't really know what I want to drink. So I asked first. I was like, okay, I like to ask this question because I do stand behind the statement. Mocktails are really hard to make. They're really hard to make well. I'll say it that way. Because, like, anybody can toss grenadine and, like, Sprite into a glass and be like, here's a mocktail, whatever. Like, oh, yeah, you want a mocktail? Let me just, like, put a soda in it or whatever, right? So, I always like to ask bartenders and stuff. Yeah, getting a good balance is really hard other than just, like, here's apple juice. And it's like, well, I don't want it just to be, like, a sugar bomb for you. And I also still want you to experience the same experience that you would be having if you were having a cocktail just without the alcohol. Because I don't remember who exactly I was talking with, but I do think that it's important to include folks who don't drink as well in your experiences whenever you go out. Because that's like a big thing that I'm into is like, I want everybody to have a good time and not feel left out regardless of why they may or may not be drinking or whatever it is. Because as you see, we are a bar, so we have alcohol. So alcohol is kind of big for us. But being able to make curate an experience that's similar without alcohol is difficult. There's only been very few places that I feel like have done it well that I've been to. So I asked the bartender today. I was like, "Hey, how do you feel about mocktails?" And he was like, "Well, I don't really drink them a lot, so I don't know a lot about them." So I was like, "Okay, no worries. I won't get a mocktail." Because Wildflower wasn't drinking today. So I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and do something that you were comfortable with, though." So I was like, "Okay, I feel like a gin drink. I usually go for Hendrix. So just something that's been your jam recently, and something with gin. I just can't have ginger. It's tragic. I'm allergic. But I just can't have ginger. That's it. Other than that, this is up to you, bro." And he was like, "Okay, I can make something for you." So he comes back with, it's super cute. It's like in a martini glass. Yo, Ramkib! That F word over there is giving me some bad PTSD. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Here, let me cover it up for you. Thank you so much for the sub, by the way, Ramkip. You've been around for 32 months on a 32-month streak. Let's get it. Welcome on in. I don't know if you're working today or not, but if you are working, I hope work's going well. We're talking about cocktails right now, actually, which I'm not making one. I gotta finish this one. But how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out with us. Oh yeah, so my bartender comes by and he brings it's cute. It's in a martini glass. It's got like a little lemon wedge on the side. It's pink. It looks like a pink lemonade pink. So I'm like, oh, this is cute. Love it. Got off back home trying to do these Final Fantasy dailies. Hey, let's get stoned. Hey, let's get it. You need a snack up, man. You need something to snack on. I hope your dailies go well. But he called it a Gin Weasley. So I was like, okay, that's fun. I don't know if it was something he made up or if it's actually a thing, but I have to look it up because I remember the name. Got some Chinese ready for me in 2 hours. Dude, Chinese food sounds so good. No, I already spent money today. I do not need to get takeout. However, I can make myself a noodle bowl whenever we're done with stream. So I'll do that. I've just been really craving lo mein, bro. Lo mein. There's one place in town that's like a college staple. Wildflower and I were talking about it today. It's a college staple, but it is like, it's so bad. Like, it's not good. You go there knowing that it's going to be bad, but they give you so much food. So I was like, damn, I don't remember the last time I had it. For those of you guys who are local, it starts with an S. It's on one of the main streets, and it's Japanese food, quote unquote. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I had this place. So I was like, dang it, I kind of want some. Like, they have like yum yum sauce, you know, like, man, lo mein just, God. Look, hey kid, what are you doing? Brew. Are you good, man? Yes, that is your nephew. Would you like to see him? Oh, did you know your uncle's here? Come here. Oh, that was my knee. Say hi to your uncle. Can you say hi? Say hi. Did you say hi? He has a shave now, so he's not as, like, wild looking. Thanks for the kiss, bro. Okay. I love you too. Say hi to your uncle. Blessed be unto you. That's what your uncle says. Okay, alright. I don't know why you're so kissy today. You're not usually, so I'm gonna put you down. Mwah. Good boy. There you go. Oh, alright. Okay, I was talking. What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna finish up this Ghost Coast. This is so far the lowest ranked one. Was it a cocktail store? Bartender today gave me a gin Weasley. It was tasty. I like the gin Weasley. Water time. Oh god, oh god. Does anybody have drinks to redeem for a treat right now? Because I think that's what Brew wants. Okay. Last but not least. Oh, I can't see it. Thank you, Ramkip. I think that's why he's upset right now, is because he usually gets a... Well, saving these for cringe. Oh no. Are you saving up for a TikTok dance too? We have not done one of those in a little while. Frankfurt was the last one to redeem that. So, dang. Never mind. I was like, this smells good. Never mind, it doesn't. What? Bro. It is really funny to see Trey do them though, because he hates doing them. I think they're kind of fun, so. Alright, come here, kid. Come on. Let's show everybody. No. Okay. Say thank you to your uncle. Oh my god. Here you go. Ugh. All right, no more. I have no more. He's breathing so hard. Love the bow tie. Do you hear that? Tornado likes your bow tie. He's looking for more snacks. My dude does not inhale. He just like, or he inhales. He doesn't chew. He just, it becomes a fucking whole ass black hole and just like, just inhale. I'm like, dude, please don't choke on these things. I think it is pretty close to dinner time for him, so. All right, the last whiskey that we're trying. Yes, Shrimpy, that is the B in the BLT bar, our brew. The bow tie, I think we actually got from Lil Fisticuffer, who was here earlier. The very first time we went out to go hang out with him, there's a little, like a dog bakery, or like a dog shop, I guess, basically. Like a little, I would say a bakery. Like a treat shop, like a little pet store, basically. And we went there before we left home, and I think he bought him a little bow tie. And that's the bow tie that he got him. So that's from his Uncle Fisty. Okay, last but not least, we are trying the Basil Hayden Toast, which is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, artfully aged by the James B. Beam, I think it's Jim Beam, Distilling Company. Distilled and bottled in Claremont, Frankfort, Kentucky. So, specially crafted new toast charred oak barrels impart a unique flavor to this Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, revealing layered notes of toasted wood and sweet caramel, always with the subtle complexity for which Basil Hayden is known and loved. Toast. You may need this. Thank you. I just had water a little bit ago. Listen, I do have a slight cold sore on my tongue too. It's a little hard to talk, but Basil Hayden is one of my favorite whiskeys. So if I have whiskey drinkers here, let me know what your guys' favorite whiskey is. And if we don't have usual whiskey drinkers, what is the drink of choice for you? What's your drink of choice? Thank you, Ramkit, for this. It's tasty. A blonde ale. Okay, all right, we're having a blonde ale. That's tasty. I had it was Papa's Peculiar. Was it a stout? I think the last week I think is when I had it. I'm a rye fan. My current favorite budget one is by 13th Colony called Southern Rye Whiskey. I don't think I know about that, but I'll have to check it out. I'm iffy on rye because sometimes it's too assaulting. Like I don't like it when it's just like, ugh, spice. It's gotta be well balanced for me to like it. I'm having water. This flower needs lots of water. Yes, ma'am. You do need lots of water. Drink the water. Having some larceny tomorrow. Had some larceny yesterday. Okay, I was like, did you have it? So noted. I'll have to try out the Southern Rye Whiskey. My current favorite rye whiskey, though, I'll give this a close-up because it's honestly, I think it is my favorite rye to this day. Also, I'm partial because the label is so fucking cool. So this is the Resurgence Rye that is from American Spirit Works Distillery. They have their own in-house graphic designer that only takes care of the labels for their bottles. That's like their job to do, and it's so nice getting to see. I think I don't remember if this one is a guest artist though, and they specialize in like new age tattoos. So that's where this label came from here, but the Resurgence is like the Phoenix right here, and it's rye. It is super rad. It's hitting. But this is a fabulous rye. I had a chance to try their single barrel rye, actually. So it was the same as this bottle, but the Phoenix was blue. Super cool. This, however, I don't know if they distribute. I don't know where they distribute. If they do, we've only gotten it in Georgia at American Spirit Works. So if you're ever in Georgia, in the Atlanta area, American Spirit Works, it's on Armory Drive. That's where this one is. Daily time. I'll talk to you later. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Ramkib, for stopping by, and thank you again so much for the sub. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful time doing your dailies. Hope you get them done. But yeah, this bottle goes for about, I think it's like $50 or $60, which isn't terrible for a whiskey. It's still kind of expensive-ish, but I definitely recommend it. Or if you're ever around, if you're popping by, let me know, because I can always bring it and we can try it. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite rye. Love the label on it. Everything is just, it's gorgeous. It's literally gorgeous. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, we are trying the very last one here, which is Basil Hayden Toast. This one, Basil Hayden is one of my favorite bourbons. I would say I think I like Elijah Craig just a touch better than Basil Hayden, but if anybody were to ask me for bourbon recommendations, I always say Elijah Craig and Basil Hayden. They are both also budget bourbons, so that's very helpful in the wallet department. But yeah, so this is what we're currently trying. We're gonna go for the nose. Nose on this one is a little more similar, not very similar, a little more similar to the Peg Leg Porker. The fact that it's light. This one does smell like vanilla. So this is Basil Hayden Toast. So the nose, vanilla definitely comes through. Like a vanilla bean almost. Yep, like a vanilla bean. Are you guys vanilla bean or French vanilla ice cream? I'm curious. Because they do have two different flavor profiles. I'm always vanilla bean. I like the vanilla bean better. I like seeing like the little flecks in there. I am ice cream. I am ice cream. Vanilla bean, let's fucking get it. Let's get it. Me too. I like vanilla bean better than I like French vanilla. I almost feel like French vanilla is a little too vanilla, if that makes sense. I am ice cream. I am ice cream. So yeah, this, the nose on it is super duper light. Very, very light. I kind of get a little bit of that floral like I did from the Peg Leg Porker. Oh no, actually, okay, this is this is a little specific, but this kind of smells like you're waiting in this smells like you're waiting in Firestone's like a lobby waiting for your car. That's not a bad thing. That's just kind of what it smells like. I was gonna say Firestone. Firestone. Firestone lobby. Ew, rubber and metal. Oh no. It's not a bad thing. I think tires smell nice. As long as it's like new tires. Yeah, I like car stuff, so it's not bad, but it's not my whiskey. Oil change or tire rotation. A mechanic's go-to. This smells like a tire rotation, not an oil change. It's not quite that Firestone waiting lobby, but it does smell like a tire rotation. Or like, make a cocktail with it and call it a mechanic's go-to. Okay, if you want it to be a mechanic's go-to, you gotta use that Lafroig that's up there. This is not anything compared to that Lafroig, bro. Also, check out my... Damn! Ugh. Got my guns coming in, y'all. It's not guns. It's just flat. I'm trying! I've only done arms like once in the past month. Wildflower said, damn! I'm trying. I don't have anything, y'all. I'm trying. Lafroig. Okay, so Shrimpy said, oh. So Tornado, if you like Lafroig, I think you might like the smell of this. And if you also like car things, you might like the smell of this. But I will recommend, if you are a fan of Lafroig, if you have not had Ardbeg, Ardbege, Beg. No, there's not E. Wait, what the fuck? Let me just type it out. Ardbeg. Okay, so you've had Ardbeg. Gotcha. Ardbeg is really tasty. I like it a little bit better than Lafroig, but Lafroig is definitely polarizing. Yeah, it's I guess smoky's not the word. This is not as smoky as Ardbeg and Lafroig is, though. But yeah, anyway, this smells like vanilla bean and Firestone lobby, so. The brother of mine you've met is a huge Scotch fan, so I've heard a lot about. Okay, that's fair. The tea in the BLT bar is also a huge Scotch fan, so that's why this side is filled up the way that it is. As you can see, we are, well, granted, there's 5 bottles on the table, but we are missing some on my side. It's not my side, but this is the bourbon side. The bourbon and the rye, just whiskeys. Bourbon and rye are on the side. Scotch is like hit or miss, bro. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Also, hold on, wait. I also realized that we were playing. There we go. This, okay, and again, this is after 3 of them already. I feel like this is a little light. I think I might have tasted these in the incorrect order. So I'll say it that way. This has almost like a... If this makes sense. Like a toasted vanilla? Oh, that's the name of the... That's the name of the bottle. It's like a warm vanilla. Toasted vanilla. it's warm. This does feel kind of like baking spices. It feels a little like... There's something familiar about it. This feels... This would be also another good whiskey for a beginner. Because again, it's not super assaulting. It's very gentle on the palate. Kind of similar to the peg leg, but this does have different flavors. I think I can taste the corn in it. So it almost kind of feels like a... I don't know if you guys have ever had like a... So in... I don't know how to translate it properly, but I'm going to translate it. It's like a corn pudding. So basically it's like fresh sweet corn that's mixed with like a... Excuse me. Like a pudding-like consistency that you make and like you eat with a spoon. It's almost like tapioca pudding, but like with corn in it instead. So it almost reminds me of like a corn pudding because it has a sweetness to it. So out of 10, this is pretty tasty. Do I like it better than the peg leg? I don't know if I do or not. Because right now, the peg leg is scored the highest at 7.5. Ghost Coast is the lowest at 5.5. The Assassin's Creed is 6. So do I like it as much as the Assassin's Creed? I like it better than the Assassin's Creed. But do I like it better than the peg leg? Also, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know if I think I just missed the notification. Thank you for following the channel. I can't read my... H the Archduke. I said Archduke? Bro, I don't think I can read. Anyway, thank you so much for following us. Welcome to the BLT bar. You are now officially what we call a sipper. And we're here to give Brew some pets. So, Brew. The B in the BLT bar is soon to make his appearance. Thank you. Come here. Is it cool if I call you H? What can I call you? Also, here's pets. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Give some pets. Get some pets. Can you look this way for them? There you go. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. You want some head scratches? There you go. You're looking the wrong way, but okay. Good boy. Thank you. Well, H, thank you so much for following the BLT bar. I'm Ling. I'm the L in the BLT bar. And Brew is our dog. He's the B in the BLT bar. The T is not currently here today as he is at work. But, yes, we are not the bacon, lettuce, tomato bar. Though we have done bacon, lettuce, tomato streams. But yes, thank you so much for following us. Happy to sip at the bar, although it's 10:30 a.m. so I can't join with an adult drink. That's okay, we're here for all sorts of drinks. So if you are sipping on something, let us know what you're sipping on. We are currently on Basil Hayden toast. H is good? Awesome. Alright. Well, welcome on in, H. But yes, we are sipping on Basil Hayden right now, but I don't know if Lil Fisticuffer is here or not. He has recommended a Franken bourbon, I guess? Because on today's menu, we have Ling's Bourbon Flight, and we are having a flight of bourbons, as you can see right here. We've picked out 4 different bourbons from our collection, and we're currently just kind of sipping on them and kind of evaluating them. I haven't had them in a hot minute, so it's good to kind of go back and, like, refresh my palate, basically. But, I need to score the Basil Hayden toast. So, yes, Shrimpy, pet the Doge. I think I like it, but I don't like it as much. I don't know. I don't think I like it as much as the peg leg. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. This one's a 7 out of 10 because I really enjoyed the nose on the peg leg porker. So this one, the nose, I didn't enjoy as much. It's a different kind of. Obviously, we're talking about Firestone Lobby, so I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as Apple Blossom. So I'm going to give Basil Hayden Toast a 7 out of 10. So we've got a tiny little touch in here. What we're going to do is we're going to combine this. We're going to combine this with Eagle Rare. So this is the last bottle that we've got right here that we're trying today. However, it is going to be combined with the Basil Hayden Toast for Franken Bourbon. Eagle Rare is from Buffalo Trace Distillery, which is based in Kentucky. And I was saying at the beginning of the stream that this bottle has become more and more of like a commodity for some reason. Like, people are really wanting it. When Trey and I first had it, it was super easy to find. You can find it anywhere, whatever. Like, a bottle was like $50. And now, like, bottles are close to like $80-$90. And I'm like, at least where we live. So we're like, what happened? So yeah, we're gonna pour a touch of that in here. Yeah, I think it is a little overhyped. I think there are better. It's like the whole paying for the name, I think, is what's happening to it. Because it's a solid bourbon. I think it's super tasty. I think it's really yummy. But is it worth all the hype that it's getting? I would agree. I don't think it needs that much hype. This also might be slightly controversial that I'm going to say, but I'll go ahead and say it. I think Blanton's, for our whiskey aficionados, or our whiskey fans, just in general, I also think Blanton's is overhyped as well. We've only ever had one bottle of Blanton's because it's super hard to come across. They're like a collector's item too, because each one of the there's like different versions that have different tops on them, and people will try to like, they're different tops and different letters. I think it spells out Blanton's, maybe Blanton. No, I don't remember what it spells out. I was trying to say. Bro, Tennessee Tornado and I are on the same page. It's a really tasty bourbon. I really enjoyed it. I think it's super yummy. However, is it worth like $250 per bottle? No, I don't think it is. I think it's the hype that's feeding into like the price that's going up, but I don't think it's worth that much for a bottle of bourbon. Blend's one of my favorites, but while it's overpriced and overhyped, I'm not gonna pick it up. It is for its MSRP, it's worth, but anything over, it's not. Agreed. I think if it was sold at because Trey just happened to buy this bottle at like retail value, $80. He was like, "Oh shit, you're selling these for $80?" And they were like, "Yeah," because it was like it was about a year or so, a year and some change ago, I guess, maybe 2. There was like a liquor store that he didn't really go to that he decided to like peruse through, and he could tell they had no idea what they were selling because they were just selling it for retail price. So he was like, "Oh shit, so hey, this bottle is like you're selling it for $80?" And they're like, "Yeah." So he asked if they had a certain letter, and he got the L, I think, because he wanted to get it for me. So I was like, "Oh my god, my name is Ling, so I got L." So yeah, he got it for $80, and I think it's a solid $80 bottle of whiskey. I think it's super yummy. But for $250 per bottle, hell no. That shit is not worth $250. There's obviously a lot of work and craft that goes into it and skill, and I'm not devaluing that. But I do think that the hype is not. It's not. If you can find it at retail value, do it. If you can't, I would probably just say just skip it. Hell, right, dude, they get so expensive. So anyway, I feel like Eagle Rare has suffered the same fate recently, that these bottles have become more rare. So yeah. We're going to mix a little bit of that in here. This, I will say, I know the secondary, like, literally people that just, like, the middlemen are like scalpers. It feels like people are scalping whiskeys, which I guess they are, like flipping them. It's crazy. It's too crazy, bro. I was like, bro, I just want to enjoy my whiskey with you, and like you went over here just bump up this charge for no fucking reason other than hype. Nah. I drink Japanese whiskey, and it's ridiculous how 7-Eleven tier whiskeys go for hundreds. Dude, the photographer that came in today to photograph our bar actually was saying that he wanted to get into Japanese whiskeys, but he was like, every time I see Japanese whiskeys, they're always so expensive, XYZ, and I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, because again, there's that hype that goes behind them. But H, what is a go-to Japanese whiskey for you? Because I don't know if Little Fisticuffers here or not, but I know him and Trey really enjoy. I also really enjoy this one as well. I recommended this to our photographer because he was wanting to get into it. The Suntory Toki whiskey right here has been a staple in our household. As you can see, there's not much left. Has been a staple in our household for a hot minute, and I do feel like it is a very good bourbon, a very good budget Japanese whiskey. If I were to pick a favorite, though, my favorite currently is the Nika Coffee. That's my favorite Japanese whiskey, and we just ran out of it a couple months ago, so we don't have very many right now. I think we've got just 4 whiskeys. I gifted Trey the Hibiki Harmony, I think, some years ago, and ran out of that a little bit. Heard good things about Toki. Haven't had it. It's $200 where you are. Ah, what? It's crazy how much things go for, like, in different parts of the world. This bottle of Suntory Toki was, I think, like $40, $40 or $50. Ah! I drink more Nika than Suntory, and I really like From the Barrel, as well as the coffees. Yeah, let's get it! One I'm cheap, aka all the time. It's called Budget Friendly. I like the Nika Black Range. I don't think I've had the Black Range. I'm not sure if it's available around here, because Nika Coffee just recently started showing up. Because that's my go-to, is Nika Coffee. I had it first at a whiskey festival that Trey and I went to. The very first whiskey festival that we went to was some years ago now, and that was my favorite whiskey that we had, like, the entire night. I got plastered that night. It was well worth $100 for the ticket, and we drank for like 4 hours straight. It was awesome. Do y'all hear him? Do y'all hear him? Do you hear him? So angry. So angry. Anyway, so yeah, the Nika Coffee was my favorite whiskey. I think both of our favorites that we tried there. That was when Trey had the Blue Spot, I think, from Johnny Walker as well, which is supposed to be peaty. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm remembering correctly. But I was originally supposed to work because our distillery that we work at was asked. This is when I was a bartender for the distillery. This is when our distillery was asked to work there, but I told our store manager, like, hey, I already bought tickets, so I'm supposed to be an attendee. And he's like, okay, yeah, no worries about it. So what I was doing was the coworker and the store manager who was there working in the booth, I because they were working, I was asking my coworker, I was like, hey, what do you want to try? Because I'm gonna grab your glass and I'll go and get whatever you need. He was like, yeah, bet. So he would like tell me things that he would want to try because he couldn't leave because he was manning the booth. So I would go and like get him stuff and then come back and like give it to him basically. But there was Old Smoky was there with their wares, and if you guys don't know who Old Smoky is, they're like a big name for no, it was A. Actually, he doesn't work there anymore, but A was working, and Captain Daniel San was working. Captain Daniel San. I said San. But yeah, Old Smoky was there. If you guys don't know who Old Smoky is, They are like a big name. They're like the Kleenex name brand for moonshine. So they come in like the mason jars, the shit ton of flavors or whatever. They know what they're doing. So they were there. They were serving a couple things or whatever. I had gotten like separated from Trey because we had a couple whiskey friends that were showing up, and they were like at the Johnny Walker booth, basically trying like the peat and the scotch things. So I like meandered over to Old Smoky, and I was like, hey, what do you guys have? And like they were showing me all the moonshines that I had. They had cream liqueurs, and there was like a cookies and cream. Yeah, yes, old mouthwash. The one I tried was actually, I do have a soft spot for cream liqueurs. I just like milk, period. So they had like a cookies and cream liqueur, and I was like, oh shit, can I have that? And they were like, yeah, of course. So they poured me some. Straight up looked like, you know, milk in my Glencairn that I was carrying around. So I went to go look for Trey. He was hanging out with our whiskey friends, and I show up with a glass, like, you know, full of milk is what it looks like. My cream liqueur. And I was like, hey guys, I was looking for you guys. And they all turn around. They've got like Johnny Walker Blue, like different Johnny Walkers in their glasses of stuff. So I'm like, with my with my cream liqueur. When one of our friends looks at the glass, he's like, are you drinking milk? I was like, no, this is from Old Smoky. It's the cookies and cream. And he straight up was like, bro, that looks like milk. Leave me and my milk alone. So yeah, I don't remember why I was telling the story, but I do have an appreciation for cream liqueurs the same way I do whiskeys. Oh yeah, I was talking about Nika Coffee. That's what it was. But at this same whiskey festival, we had Nika Coffee. Fell in love with it. They were very kind to do this for me. I had a double pour. They gave me a double of the Staghorn. I don't think it was junior. I think it was like full on like Staghorn, like single barrel. It was like the 120 proof because I really wanted to try Staghorn. They had it there, which is another whiskey, and super yummy. I should not have taken the double pour because good thing I was not driving home because I was blasted, y'all. It was a fun night. However, it was wild. I got home. I was singing Post Malone on the way home. It was like, you know, like a 20-minute drive away, so it wasn't super far away. I was singing Post Malone on the way home. Got home. I remember that Brew was on a Zyrtec regimen back then, so he needed to have his medication. So when I got home, I was like, oh shit, like Brew's gotta have his medication. So I was going over, trying to give Brew his medication, so like half a Zyrtec. But I was so fucking drunk that I think I don't know if I locked my legs. I don't know what happened, but I had like the, you know, the bottle of Zyrtec in my hand. And Trey, he has this on video. I can't show it to you guys because when I got home, I proceeded to not wear any more clothes except for my underwear. So I cannot show this to you guys. But if you could just be here in the moment. The camera turns to look at me. He asks what I'm doing. Like, I'm giving Brew his cetirizine. So he's like, okay. Turns around. All he hears is, ugh. So I hit the ground. I lose all the air in my breath. So when the camera turns back around, it's me on the ground with a hand that's gripping on this pill bottle, and the Zyrtec is like everywhere on our kitchen floor. And poor Brew was just sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? Luckily, he didn't eat anything. My dude, because Brew literally just like sat there and was like, he looked at the camera, and I was basically almost naked on the ground, just like I literally was faced into the ground, no air in my lungs, and just like this pills everywhere. So, this was a fun time at this whiskey festival. I would love to go again. They were supposed to have one last year, but we didn't attend that one, but I would love to go to this again. Oh, hey, Turtis, what's up? Welcome. No worries. We're just kind of chilling. I'm retelling the story of how I got so busted at the last whiskey festival that we went. That I tried to give my dog his medication, and I think I passed out for a couple seconds, fell on the ground, and spilled pills everywhere. So it looked really bad because Trey got it all on film. How are you doing, Turtis? Hope you're doing well. Hope your Saturday's going well. Oh yeah, so anyway, the last thing that we are drinking. First thing I hear is you're almost naked on the ground with pills. Yes, that is absolutely correct. That's what happened a couple of years ago. I'm just saying, this is what happened. We had a great time. This it wasn't Stag Junior, it was just the whole ass staghorn. Delicious. Absolutely wonderful, awesome whiskey. It was yummy. Should not have had a double pour. So yes. It's going great. Good. I'm glad it's going well. We're ending with our last drink for the night. We've got a Basil Hayden. I almost come in the worst times. It's your curse, bro. So this is the combination that we are drinking currently. Low Fisticuffler I don't think is here at the moment, but this is the Low Fisticuffler special. We got Basil Hayden Toast and Eagle Rare put together. Okay. So the nose is more brown sugary. Actually, let me have some water before I clean my palate. Yummy. The Eagle Rare, I feel like, has kind of taken over the Basil Hayden because the Basil Hayden is kind of light. It's more brown sugar forward. It's more almost kind of like maple, actually. Yeah, it smells more like maple. Excuse me. Maple brown sugar, like a dark brown sugar. Sweet. Definitely a lot more sweet than the Basil Hayden Toast on its own. Okay, so for the taste, again, I think this Eagle Rare is a little too bold to mix with the Basil Hayden. I think the Basil Hayden, honestly, is just, I think it's gone. It's spicy. Again, kind of similar spicy to the Assassin's Creed, actually, which is pretty impressive because, again, Eagle Rare is rare. The Assassin's Creed bourbon is just a 4-year bourbon. But that spice level and the spice sensation is very similar to these. To each other. I don't know how. I was gonna say it's sweet. I think it is sweet, and you can see by the legs as well that it's pretty sweet. Kind of similar to the Assassin's Creed. What? Caliente. It's a little spicy. It's pretty yummy, but I don't think these two are well mixed together. Because again, just pour yourself the Eagle Rare on its own. Don't waste your time and waste your whiskey mixing these together, because this is basically gone. Excuse me. But yeah, this is basically gone. So yeah, to show you guys the results from tonight, the 4th place goes to Ghost Coast. Oh, what is this? 4th place goes to Ghost Coast at 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. 3rd place in the ranking goes to the Assassin's Creed 4-year bourbon. Again, this is a 4-year bourbon. that was made at the distillery that Trey and I work at. That's number 3. Number 2 is... I was glad I was here for those and just didn't get here. Yes, don't worry. You're here for content, man. Basil Hayden toast. Number 2 with 7 out of 10 points. And surprisingly, well, I guess not surprisingly, I guess I just don't usually reach for this because Trey was the one that picked it out. The Peg Leg Porker Tennessee Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This one's aged for 8 years. Number 1. So, excuse me. I get some more water in here. In my body. Some more water. Okay, let me take a picture of this. So, that is just according to me, of course. Okay. But yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We're doing a bourbon whiskey taste test today. We got our flight of bourbons that have just been tasted by yours truly. That's basically all that I've got today. So I'll go ahead and I think wrap things up. It is almost 10 my time, so I do need to get dinner at some point, especially since I've been having alcohol. Why did I show up as your... Bro, you missed the Franken whiskey. I did this for you, man. Hold up. Basically, it's because you missed this. The short end, what's it called? The cliff notes. Had to walk the Bebo. Has the Bebo been walked? And have you done your work? Okay, so yeah, anyway. The Basil Hayden Eagle Rare combo, not worth the combo. The Basil Hayden completely disappears. You don't taste any of it at all. Just pour yourself the Eagle Rare on its own. Yeah, he's been walked, but what? Oh, I asked if you were getting your work done, because I know you said you needed to get work done. But yeah, don't just pour yourself some Eagle Rare. Don't mix them together. It's not worth it. So yeah, I'm over it. That's fair. Same, bro. Me too. Cake. Dang, do I want some cake too? Somebody had mentioned plantains. There was something else. Oh yeah, you guys were talking about burgers. Like, damn, a burger sounds good. Do I want to make one? No. So I'll just eat leftovers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out again. Sorry Trey wasn't here today, but he is working. I did want to stream so that you guys can see us, of course. Our next stream is also going to be a little different. We won't be having Sunday Sippin'. This is just reminding, it's almost my birthday. Hey, yo, happy early birthday, Turtis. If you have a drink recommendation or if you have a drink request, we might see if we can make it on our next stream for you. I know Splits has recommended a mint julep. Delicious. So our next stream for next Sunday Sippin' stream. We're not stripping. Our next Sunday Sippin' stream is also not going to be on a Sunday, because next Sunday we're gonna be no, not the Sunday stripping. It went from like 20 to 100 real fast. Our next Sunday Sippin' stream is also not going to be on a Sunday, because next Sunday we will be at the Renaissance Festival, so we will be very tired from that. So we will be streaming next Monday. So not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday after that. That is the current plan that we have going on. Of course, keep your eye out on the Discord. I will be posting on the day of whether the stream details. It is going to be a mixed drink Monday, mixology Monday, mixed Monday, mixology Monday stream, I guess. Right, man. Sunday Strippin', where we taste and compare chicken strips. Yes, Wildflower. Thank you. This is why you're our mod. So yeah, we will be doing a stream not this coming Monday, but the next Monday, and I might be able to hop in for a Ling stream sometime in between then. Again, just keep it out on the Discord. I'll make announcements on there if we are going to be streaming. But again, thank you guys so much for the follow, the subs, just hanging out and chat. Also, I do agree with Leopard and Wildflower. We did have a chicken nugget taste test a long time ago, but didn't have cable, like connected internet to that, so it went really shitty. So I think we should totally do that again. But yeah, so if you guys just want to hang on until next stream, that's what we'll be doing. Hopefully Trey will be joining me, but he is starting to get a little busy with a second job, which is super cool. I don't know if he's talked about yet or not on stream. But he's getting ready with his second job and it's starting to get a little bit more busy, so that's why schedules are not lining up as well. But you guys at least get to see me and Brew. But yeah, other than that, again, if you guys don't already follow us on socials, type in ! Socials. You'll get our Twitter and our Instagram. Our Twitter, basically, I just shitpost on occasionally, and then our Instagram, I'm working on updating. You can catch all the photos of stuff that we've done on stream. I'll be here for chicken nugget stream. Honestly, yes, I'm always down for chicken nuggets. Thank you, Wildflower. Thank you, Wildflower. I don't have a Twitter one. I'm sorry. It's just Instagram and Twitter is also on socials. Sorry, Fisty. But yeah, if you guys want to hold on to your seats real quick, we are actually going to pop over to the wonderful Lyric's stream, since he's currently streaming right now. He was in here earlier. So we're going to go raid him. Make sure to give him lots of BLT love. But yes, again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out. It means a lot. Again, I know we say this every time, but we really do mean it. We wouldn't be here without y'all. This wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you guys so much for doing what you do. So everybody have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, wherever you may be. Dubstream, thank you so much, Leopard. Y'all have a wonderful night. And again, hold on to your seats. We're gonna go raid Lyrics. So I'll see you guys over at Lyrics'. Y'all have a good week, and I'll see you later. Bye. Oh wait. Bye.